pathetic. You call this effort? You think just showing up, doing the bare minimum, and expecting greatness is enough? You really believe that life owes you something just because you exist? Let me tell you something. Life doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your dreams, your hopes, or your feelings. The only thing life respects is the blood, sweat, and tears you pour into it. If you're not willing to suffer, you might as well pack up and leave right now, because you don't belong on the battlefield. Not with me. Not with anyone who dares to claim greatness. You're standing here looking at me with those weak, defeated eyes, expecting sympathy. Sympathy from me? You must be insane. I don't sympathize with weaklings. Weakness is a choice. And you, right now, are choosing to be weak. So, stop acting like you're a victim of circumstance and accept the truth. You're not enough. And you won't be enough unless you put every ounce of your being into becoming something more. Every single day, you waste time. You waste potential. Time you'll never get back. You're dying every second. And what are you doing? Nothing. Complaining. Blaming the world for your problems. You want power? You want strength? Earn it. But no one's going to hand it to you. If you want to win, then fight for it. No one ever won by sitting around wishing things were different. You win by tearing through every obstacle, by crushing every excuse. Look at me. Do you think I got this far by whining? I was born a prince, but that meant nothing. I was humiliated, beaten, broken, and cast aside. But I didn't let it end me. I refused to stay down. You're soft. You don't know what it means to truly suffer for what you want. You think a little discomfort is pain? You haven't tasted real pain until you're pushed to your breaking point. Until you're staring into the abyss. And it's staring right back at you, ready to swallow you whole. That's where true warriors are born. That's where real strength comes from. You need to look in the mirror and realize that the person you are now isn't enough. If that hurts you, then good. That pain, that's the fuel. Use it. Hate it. Let it burn inside you. Let it consume every weakness, every excuse, every ounce of cowardice you've been clinging to. Because you don't get to be weak anymore. Not if you want to survive in this world. Not if you want to stand where I stand. Greatness doesn't come to cowards. It comes to those willing to push themselves beyond the limits of what they thought was possible. You have to be willing to work like hell, to sacrifice everything. Friends, family, comfort, it all goes out the window. If you're not ready to give up those things for the sake of your ambition, you're not serious about this. You're a joke. And don't give me that I'm doing my best nonsense. Your best isn't enough. If it were, you wouldn't be standing here in front of me failing. If you're not prepared to go past your best, to tear it apart and build something stronger, then leave. Quit right now. Because that's what weaklings do when they hit their limits. They quit. And you're looking like one of them right now. You think life is fair? You think the universe is going to look at you and say, "Oh, poor thing. Let's make it easy for them." Number life is brutal. It doesn't care if you live or die. You either take what's yours or you're forgotten. And if you're not prepared to take it, if you're not willing to bleed for it, to fight with everything you got, then you'll stay exactly where you are, a failure. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to make you feel good about yourself. I'm here to tell you the truth. And the truth is, you're wasting your potential. You're wasting your life. You want to be strong like me? You want to be feared, respected? Then start acting like it. Start working like hell. You don't train until you're tired. You train until your body breaks down. And when that happens, you get back up and you push even harder. You eat, sleep, and breathe your goal. You live it. You don't take days off. You don't take time to relax. There's no room for that in the pursuit of greatness. Do you understand what it means to sacrifice? I'm not talking about giving up a few hours of your day. I'm talking about giving up your entire life. You can't have what you want without paying the price. You think I wanted to lose everything? You think I enjoyed being pushed beyond my limits over and over again until I was nearly dead? No. But I did it because I had no choice. If I wanted to survive, if I wanted to rise above the rest, I had to endure it. And now look at me. I'm a goddamn prince of all Scions. But that title wasn't handed to me on a silver platter. I took it. I earned it with my blood, my pain, my suffering. And that's what you're going to have to do if you want to achieve anything close to what I have. You think you're special? You're nothing but another face in the crowd, unless you make yourself more. And that takes sacrifice, pain, and relentless work. It takes showing up every day, ready to go to war, even when you're broken, even when you're tired, even when everyone else has already quit. Do you think I've ever quit? Do you think I've ever let weakness win? I don't care if I'm crawling on the ground on the brink of death. As long as I'm still breathing, I'll fight. You need that same mindset. You need to stop letting weakness define you. Stop making excuses. I don't want to hear it. Whatever excuse you have, there's someone else out there who had the same situation and still rose above it. There's someone out there who went through worse and made something of themselves. You don't have the luxury of feeling sorry for yourself. The world doesn't care about your excuses. All that matters is what you do next. You see, most people think they can tiptoe through life, avoiding hardship and expecting success to fall into their lap. That's not how it works. Not in this world, not in any world. You either crush your obstacles or they crush you. And let me tell you, if you're not pushing yourself to the edge every single day, you're already on the losing side. You think the strong got to where they are by playing it safe? By avoiding pain? Hell no! They embraced it. They let it tear them apart and used that suffering to rebuild themselves stronger. When you feel like you can't go any further, that's when you've barely started. When your body screams at you to stop, when your mind is begging for relief, that's when you need to dig in. That's when you become something more. Because every time you stop, every time you quit, you're telling yourself that mediocrity is good enough for you. And is that really what you want? To be mediocre? To blend in with the crowd of failures who never had the guts to chase what they wanted? You talk about goals, about dreams, but do you even know what those words mean? Goals don't come with shortcuts. Dreams don't materialize just because you wished for them. You gotta claw your way up through every failure, every loss, every heartbreak. You think I haven't failed? You think I haven't been knocked down more times than I can count? But I never stayed down. That's the difference. That's why I'm here, and you're still standing in the shadows. Look at the people who have made it. Really look. You think they're happy? You think they're living carefree lives, celebrating every moment? No, they're still working. They're still sacrificing. Because they know, just like I know, that greatness is never enough. You have to keep chasing it. You have to stay hungry, even when you've got nothing left in the tank. So stop looking for comfort. Stop looking for a break. There are no breaks in this life. You want power? You want to be something more than just another nobody? Then you better be ready to go through hell and come out the other side. Not just alive, but victorious. Because if you can't do that, if you can't handle the pain, the suffering, the sacrifices that greatness demands, then you might as well give up now. You'll never make it. But if you can endure it all, if you can keep moving forward when everything inside you is screaming to quit, then you'll have earned something no one can ever take from you. True power. So, here's your choice. You can stand here, trembling in your weakness, waiting for someone to save you, or you can save yourself. You can rise up and fight for the life you want. You can put in the work, the real work, not that half-assed effort you've been giving. You can bleed for this, sacrifice for this, and crawl through hell for this. Or you can quit, walk away right now, admit that you're not strong enough, that you're not willing to pay the price for greatness. Go back to your comfortable, pathetic life. Go back to being average. But if you do, know this. You will never, ever amount to anything. You will never be anything more than the weakling who couldn't hack it. But if you choose to fight, if you choose to push past your limits, to tear down every wall standing in your way, then you'll finally know what it feels like to be strong. You'll know what it means to be alive. So, what's it going to be? Are you ready to work like hell? Or are you going to stay weak and die forgotten?